Good evening, all. Can you hear me? Yeah, good evening. So, today's session will be on machine learning, as you would have already known about it. Just to give an introduction on the theoretical part of what machine learning is and how these machine learning is used in recent applications is the motive of this sessions. So, hardly it is very difficult to complete machine learning concepts in just one or two sessions. It's a wide ocean, and it is not possible to complete the or cover all the concepts. But I'm trying to introduce the concepts of machine learning and the terminologies involved in it, so that it will be useful for you to take awareness from the session. What are the topics that will be included in machine learning, and if you want to further proceed on your career with machine learning, you can be using these terminologies to search some materials or to get some idea from other sessions. Okay, so moving on to the session, can you see my slides? Can someone say if you can see my slides? Now I think you can see my screen now. Okay, is the volume okay? Is the volume good? Yeah. Okay. So when you go on with machine learning, you would have heard about many in many places. What is machine learning? What is artificial intelligence? How is this artificial intelligence gets linked with your machine learning concepts? So machine learning, as the name says, you are trying to make the machine learn from something. So that something is what we call as data here. So how is this machine learning working on? It is based on completely some aspects of artificial intelligence algorithms, where you will be having some theoretical or algorithmic idea from artificial intelligence AI, and machine learning is some platform where you are trying to implement the concepts or your ideas to take your artificial intelligence algorithms to bring into scenario, right? So in your machine learning training sessions, your complete machine learning training sessions, we will be looking into not completely practical, but if you wish to have some practical sessions, or if you feel it is really interesting, or if it is really needed for your future career, you can make a request so that some future sessions, like one or two sessions, can be used to introduce some Python programming language, how machine learning will be introduced in it. But for the session which is committed for this scenario is completely on the theoretical aspects and the methodologies or the topics or the terminologies what we are using for machine learning. So the outline of this complete presentation will be to introduce artificial intelligence and machine learning, then to introduce some aspects or some concepts on machine learning where you will be doing some data wrangling and manipulation. Then what is supervised learning, what is feature engineering, and in supervised learning we have again another regression and classification, then unsupervised learning, time series modeling, ensemble learning, recommender systems, and text mining. So these are the topics which we will be covering in this series of sessions on machine learning. So what is the prerequisite for taking machine learning as a serious career? If you want to take machine learning as your career, like you want to become a machine learning specialist or a machine learning engineer or an AI specialized engineer or something related to data analysis, then these are the prerequisites what you should know. First thing is linear algebra, statistics, and Python. Linear algebra, in the sense, this will be helpful to understand how the machine learning algorithm is actually working, because we have some certain number of machine learning algorithms like random forest, navy Bayes, linear regression. So many algorithms are there. So how these algorithms are actually working, to understand that, you should know what is linear algebra. Okay. But if you're thinking that no, I'm not interested in the mathematics part, but I need to implement these methods of machine learning into a data and just to see how it works, then this linear algebra will not be much important. But uh, predominantly we used to say, if you want to start learning with the machine learning concepts, you should be well aware of the linear algebra terminologies, how they are built on, how so that you can you see, when you're implementing the algorithm as such, it is not machine learning. Machine learning algorithm is one which is trying to read and learn from the data which you are providing. So if I'm creating a machine learning model now for a set of the data, and if I want to use the same machine learning algorithm for another set of data, definitely it will not work. You have to make some modifications on the parameters what we are using, all these things. So to understand how to make the changes in the parameter, how to make your machine learning model fit to the new data, you should have the idea on linear algebra, so that you can try to understand where you're going to make the modification in your algorithm. Second part, what is assumed to be the prerequisite, is statistics. Is it fine to go? Is it fine to go? Shall I proceed? Shall I proceed? Yeah. So the second part, what we will be seeing is statistics. Statistics is a part where a preliminary mathematics is involved, like average, median, mean, mode, and some other algorithms like Naive Bayes classifier are completely dependent on probability and statistics. So we should have some idea on statistics also. Don't worry, we will just give some introductory parts on how these are getting involved in your machine learning algorithms. And the third part is some programming language where you need to implement your machine learning algorithm. In common, we use Python only. So Python is the most common language which is used to implement your machine learning algorithm. So these are the prerequisites. And today we will be having a session just for 30 minutes, and we will have another 15-minute session, because I don't want to put complete details on a 1 day session as a first session. I don't want to just make it heavy. I think most of you will, some of you would have known about machine learning. Most of you, if you are not aware, you may feel that machine learning is too heavy and we are not able to, we will not be able to read it or understand it. But to say frankly, machine learning is the future for all domains, whether it is construction, whether it is civil engineering, automobile, mechanical, computer science, everywhere machine learning is going to be the major part in your future. So to understand all these aspects, we should be able to understand how this is going to happen in your future. Maybe if you're not even interested now, maybe in your future, if you need some interest to be created on machine learning, it should not be a thing that machine learning is too heavy. You should not feel so. So I'm just giving today a 30-minute session on introduction of the concepts, and step by step, for the next week sessions, we will have a complete 1 hour session or 1.5 hour session. I think 1 hour session is the maximum. So we will have a 1 hour session. uh, we will try to introduce all the aspects of machine learning. Okay. So the first part, what we are going to discuss is artificial intelligence and machine learning, how artificial intelligence and machine learning are involved. So what we are going to see here is how, what is AI, what is the relationship between data, what is machine learning, how you are introducing machine learning to bring a relationship between AI and data science, understand machine learning approach, then to identify the applications of machine learning. So these are the learning objectives. So when you come to the data economy, we can see that in 2009, the data was very least, where the number of applications we have used is also very less. Like at the maximum, we used Facebook. That was the initial application which most of the people were using. At the, next to Gmail, next to Gmail, the basic application which most of the people used is only Facebook, I believe so. Later on, now we have a lot of applications. We have a lot of applications installed in your mobile, in your devices, where each and every application which is provided to you is collecting a data, whether directly or indirectly. You know that when you're installing an application, the application will ask access to your folders, access to your files, access to your images, all these. Why are they accessing all these things? Is not just for the permission, they are accessing your data indirectly. Okay. uh, will it breach the privacy or security concerns? No, it's not so. But they use these data to develop new algorithms, or to build new models, AI models, to work on the data what you have. So as the year passes by, from 2009, when you see, till 2025, there are a lot of applications. So when you install a lot of applications, as you know, now initially the mobile was of memory size of 16 GB. Even for 4 GB mobiles were available. But now 512, 1 TB. This is the size of the memory what you need in your mobile. It means that you are occupying most of your data in your mobile, and without mobile we are not able to work on anything now. So your data is the one which is growing. It keeps on growing. When you install multiple applications, your data keeps on growing. So when the data keeps on growing, we will enter into data mining applications to extract your specific data. So why is this data getting extracted? Why do I need all these data to be put up? I am creating a new set of, you would have heard about a lot of AI applications where you create emojis, you create videos, you create images. So how are they created? They have learned from multiple set of data from most of the users. Okay. So this learning process is the one which leads to a successful AI application. So when does this AI come? When does this emergence of AI happen? It is a science which is associated with data, where it is trying to teach the machines to learn the data and bring some useful insights based on the AI algorithms. Okay. So AI refers to the intelligence displayed by machines that simulates the human and animal intelligence. So as you would have seen, how is a flight discovered? Based on the bird's movement. Based on the bird's movement only, a flight design was made. So it is a animal intelligence. How is each and every aspect of most of the things which we are using in AI applications are inspired by either human or by animal or by bioscience or something. Something is inspiring the new algorithm to be developed. Okay. So what are the AI applications we use in practice now is self-driving cars. You would have known about all these applications. How is this working on? I believe so. Is there any doubt, or is there anyone who is not aware of these applications? Self-driving cars, Siri, AlphaGo, Chess, Amazon Echo. Is there anyone who is not aware of these applications of AI? Can you just say yes or no? So I believe all are aware of these sort of AI applications. Coming to the concepts of AI, there are so many movies which were created based on AI. The most popular movies are Terminator, Guardian. These are the movies which were created based on the AI concepts. So, what is this? It is a data recommendation system, which we use normally do it with Amazon. When you go for an online shopping, whether it is Amazon or Noon or whatever websites we are using for online shopping, when you're trying to search for an item, it will show you the recommendations in the below part. It means that it is trying to learn from your idea that most of the users who have bought this product have bought the second product also along with that. How is this recommendation system made? It is created based on the AI models. So what is the relationship between AI, ML, and data science? Why do we bring ML into AI and data science? So you can see here, this is the relationship, and with this, I'll wind up the session. This is the relationship between AI, machine learning, and data science. As you can see here, you have the data. This part, which is in the pink, you can see here, this is data science. What happens in data science? Your data, which is transformed, because all data are always called as raw data. They are not processed data, they are raw data. So these data are to be processed and they have to be transformed to check whether it is suitable for your learning model or not. So these are transformed to get your features what is available. So what are these features? What do we say as features? What is the feature of a human? A human should have two hands, two legs, a face with the two eyes, nose. These are what we call as features. How do you describe that data? That is what we call as the features. So there are two types of learnings as we have introduced before. It is supervised learning and unsupervised learning. We will be looking into complete detail on what is supervised, why we go for supervised, and what is unsupervised and why do we go for unsupervised in the later sessions. So this data is to be processed to get your features out. This is what happens in your data science. So after these features are extracted, you are supposed to take your insight from the features. What is your opinion? What does this data teach you? And based on the data, we can make some predictions also. What may happen in the future combination of data. Even from the prediction, you can take your insights and that will move to your action. So this part which you see in the red color is machine learning, where you will be involved with supervised and unsupervised learning to make the prediction. So where comes the artificial intelligence part? In the automated decision process, whether it is automated or how this action is going to be created, what should be the action, which is decided by the artificial intelligence. So this is how your data, your data science, your machine learning, and artificial intelligence is related. So as I told you, this is artificial intelligence where you will have your idea to create a new intelligent machine and programs. So when you want to advance your artificial intelligence, you need machine learning to make the machines learn this artificial intelligence. And this machine learning is an approach and is a subset of artificial intelligence, where you will be having an access to make your machine learning model understand the data based on the artificial intelligence algorithm what we use. Okay. Okay. So in your definition for machine learning, we will say that the capability of artificial intelligence systems to learn by extracting the patterns from the data is what we call as actually the machine learning. You are making the machine to learn from the data and to extract some patterns. That is what is given here as features. So from these features, from the data, you will be extracting the features which is called as machine learning to make your new prediction or classification or whatever it is. So the two major concepts related to machine learning is supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So what we will be learning in machine learning is It uses the data to detect the patterns. So it will be considering the data completely to detect the patterns. And from the detection of patterns, you will be trying to develop a new computer program to teach by itself. The machine learning algorithm has to teach by itself. You're not going to teach anything, just you're going to provide the bulk of data or to update the data so that it tries to teach itself and grow or modify its model based on the data what you're providing. So the next thing what you can see is it will help the computer to explicitly get programmed to satisfy the needs of the users. Finally, you can automate the analytical model building. So this is what the machine learning is, where it is used, why it is used. It is very simple. You're having a lot of data. So what you learn from the data, it is very difficult to analyze. Suppose if you're working in a company, you will be able to understand. If you have data of some 1,000 employees or 1,500 employees, it will be difficult to analyze some pattern on what is their leave status, how they are working on. This is very difficult to use with the generic software what we are using. Instead, if it is going to be an automated system, it is very easy to easily understand to the data, how this data is performing and how the patterns are getting detected. So the major aspect is your data. From your data, some patterns or features are extracted. And from these features, you will be using some supervised or unsupervised machine learning algorithms to predict your future or to classify your data. This is what will happen in machine learning. Okay. So with this, I'm winding the session. Is there any doubt till this? Do you want to ask me any question till this? No doubts? Okay. So with this, let me wind the session for today. And in your next week session, we will be having a detailed study on what is supervised machine learning algorithm. So how supervised machine learning algorithm will work and what is the purpose of supervised machine learning algorithm. So this is how I have planned. And by the after next week, we'll be having the discussion on unsupervised machine learning algorithms. Okay. So shall we wind up? Is Adira there? Ms. Adira? Okay, then thank you.